Hey everyone, welcome back to Genai Celebs News. I'm Genai, and we have got a jam-packed show for you today. Let's kick things off with a story that's got the internet absolutely losing it right now. Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato have had their first public reunion in nearly 10 years, and honestly, it couldn't have been more wholesome. According to US Magazine, Selena showed up to support Demi at the kickoff concert of Lovato's latest tour, and she was clearly blown away by the whole experience. Selena took to her Instagram story to gush about the night, writing, and I'm paraphrasing here, that she was in tears, calling it hands down one of the best shows she'd ever attended, and saying she was completely floored by Demi's vocals. Now, these two go way back. They were childhood friends who grew up in the Disney era together, so seeing them reconnect publicly after years of speculation about their friendship, it's genuinely heartwarming. Fans on social media have been absolutely flooding the comments with love, and honestly, same. This reunion is giving us all the feels. A reminder that sometimes, life brings people back together at exactly the right moment. Alright, moving on to some big movie news out of CinemaCon, and fans of the Jumanji franchise are going to want to hear this one. The Hollywood Reporter is reporting that Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, and Jack Black all showed up at CinemaCon to unveil the official title and first trailer for the long-awaited third Jumanji film. And the title? Jumanji, Open World. Pretty fitting, right? Director Jake Kasdan is back behind the camera, which should give fans of the previous two films a lot of confidence that this one will carry on that same fun, action comedy energy we've come to love. The studio is targeting a holiday release window, so we're looking at the movie hitting theaters sometime around the end of the year. Perfect timing for families looking for a big-screen adventure during the holidays. No major plot details have been revealed just yet beyond what was shown at CinemaCon, but the fact that the whole core cast is back and Kasdan is returning to direct is already generating serious buzz. Jumanji, Open World. Mark your calendars, folks. Now for a story that has a lot of people genuinely concerned. Online is reporting that Britney Spears has voluntarily checked herself into a treatment facility following a DUI arrest, and her ex-husband Kevin Federline is speaking out about it through his attorney. According to Kevin's legal team shared that he is hoping for a stronger future for Britney, which is actually a pretty measured and supportive response given their complicated history. There are no bitter words here, just what sounds like genuine hope that she gets the help and care she needs. Britney, of course, has had an incredibly turbulent public journey over the years, from the conservatorship battle to her tell-all memoir, and this latest development is understandably worrying fans around the world. The fact that she checked in voluntarily is, many are pointing out, a positive sign that she's taking steps to prioritize her health. We're rooting for you, Britney. Take care of yourself first. Everything else can wait. Okay, this next one is for all the cinephiles out there, because Aaron Sorkin is back, and he is not playing around. The Hollywood Reporter broke the news that Sorkin debuted the very first footage of his upcoming film Social Reckoning at CinemaCon. And yes, this is the follow-up to the iconic 2010 film The Social Network. This time around, Jeremy Strong is stepping into the role of Mark Zuckerberg, and Sorkin himself described the film as a, quote, David and Goliath story. The cast also includes Mikey Madison and Jeremy Allen White, which, honestly, is one of the most stacked lineups I've seen in a while. Sony is distributing the film, and if the pedigree here means anything, Sorkin writing, that cast delivering. This could be one of the most talked about releases of the year. The Social Network was a cultural phenomenon, and the idea of revisiting that world with the lens of everything that's happened with social media and tech culture since then, it's almost too good. Keep your eyes on Social Reckoning, people. Big news for Eurovision fans in the United States, and trust me, that fanbase has grown massively in recent years. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the European Broadcasting Union has announced that the 70th edition of the Eurovision Song Contest will be available to stream for free on YouTube in the US, in addition to its existing home on Peacock. The EBU's commercial director made the announcement at Stream TV Europe in Lisbon, where he also took the opportunity to address the political controversies that have been swirling around the contest, including calls for boycotts, as well as exciting news about a new Asian version of the competition. This is a pretty significant move. Making Eurovision freely accessible on YouTube removes a major barrier for American viewers who might not have a Peacock subscription and it signals that the contest's organizers are serious about growing their global footprint. Whether you're a diehard Eurovision stan or someone who's just curious what all the fuss is about, there's now zero excuse not to tune in. The 70th edition is going to be huge, and now everyone can watch. This next story is one I have to share with a lot of respect and admiration for a true legend. US Magazine is reporting that ESPN broadcaster Dick Vitale, one of the most beloved voices in sports media, has revealed that he has been diagnosed with cancer for the 5th time. Vitale, who is 86 years old, shared a deeply personal statement saying that his oncologist confirmed the biopsy results showed melanoma in his lung and liver cavity. And in typical Vitale fashion, he was defiant and determined, saying, and I'm paraphrasing, that he plans on winning this battle. If you know anything about Dick Vitale, you know that this man has fought and overcome cancer multiple times before with incredible resilience. His positivity and fighting spirit have inspired not just sports fans, but anyone who's ever faced a serious health challenge. The outpouring of support from fans, athletes, and colleagues across the sports world has been immediate and overwhelming. We are all in your corner, Dickie V. Every single one of us. Stay strong. All right, let's talk about something that pretty much everyone who's been to a movie theater recently can relate to. Those seemingly never-ending pre-show ads. The Hollywood Reporter is reporting that Sony's chairman Tom Rothman got very candid at a recent industry event, calling on movie theaters to dramatically improve the consumer experience. Rothman's message was blunt: stop leaning so heavily on pre-show advertising. He literally said theaters need to, quote, get off the ad crack. He also pushed for shorter pre-shows, better price controls on tickets, and a stronger commitment to enforcing the theatrical window, meaning keeping movies in theaters longer before they go to streaming. Now, what's notable here is that Rothman was clear that studios aren't the only ones to blame for the box office continuing to underperform. He's pointing the finger squarely at exhibitors, the theater chains themselves, and telling them they need to step up their game to give audiences a reason to leave the house and pay for the experience. And honestly, sitting through 15 minutes of ads before a movie you paid $30 for tickets to see, he's not wrong. It's a conversation the industry clearly needs to be having. And finally, wrapping things up with some really exciting TV news, Saturday Night Live UK is officially happening, and the Season 1 host lineup is looking seriously impressive. The Hollywood Reporter has the details. Nicola Coughlan, best known for her breakout roles in Derry Girls and Bridgerton, is set to host, with the Foo Fighters coming on as her musical guest. And joining her as another host for the season is Amy Lou Wood, who has been absolutely everywhere lately thanks to her acclaimed work in The White Lotus, with British singer-songwriter Meeks serving as her musical guest. This is a big moment for British television. SNL is obviously a legendary American institution, and translating that format for a UK audience with homegrown talent is a bold and exciting move. Coughlan and Wood are both at the absolute peak of their careers right now, so the timing couldn't be better. I think this is going to be must-watch TV. Saturday Night Live UK, consider us already hyped. And that's a wrap on today's episode of Genai Celebs News. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you never miss a story. I'll see you in the next one.